The holidays are upon us. Changing gears on this one. So this past offseason in the NBA, I bought a NBA League Pass. Now, if you were to go back and look at the videos that I've made, I believe, 3 videos. I made a 5 reasons as to why the NBA sucks video. I made a 5 ways to make the NBA fun again video, and then I tried to one up the 5 reasons as to why the NBA sucks with a 10 reasons as to why the NBA sucks video. Now, why the hell would you do that, Life, if you hate the NBA and you think it sucks? I got it because I kept hearing about this guy named Anthony Edwards, and he was getting Michael Jordan comparisons. What a shock. You know, another young player who's rising up to stardom, who's putting up some numbers and making people go wow and oh shit on the court. He was getting Michael Jordan comparisons because he was a competitor, and I think he talked about how he doesn't like to sit out and stuff like that. So that's why I got it. And I wanted to see this dude. And just FYI, I don't see it. I don't see MJ. Not saying that he won't be a great player or he doesn't have any skill. All I'm saying is that let's just slow down with the Michael Jordan comparisons, okay? It's okay to say a player is great, okay? Why can't we just say this guy is the best player in the league right now? Or this guy could be the best player in the next 2 or 3 years, all right? Just because someone is putting up some numbers and doing fancy crossovers and step back jumpers and all that stuff doesn't mean he's the next Michael Jordan, right? We don't have to keep jumping to these greatest of all time comparisons. Tim Duncan and Larry Bird, Hakeem Olajuwon. It's okay to say someone is great. He's a great player in today's era. So I also got the League Pass because I thought that I could make some more content. You know, I thought it would help me create some more content for the channel. The NBA is still tough to watch. It is still boring to watch. I've watched a few games, you know, random games. Now, I'm a Hawks fan, so the first 2 games that I tried to watch were Hawks games. Well, I don't even know if I'm still a Hawks fan anymore because I haven't really kept up with the team since their 60-win season that year when they became the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And then after that, I just started to lose interest. I think that was the last time I got excited for an NBA season. So I watched a couple Hawks games, and Trae Young is jacking up threes. Other Hawks players are jacking up threes. I watched when they played the Hornets. The Hornets are jacking up threes. And then I watched another game. Same shit. Three ball. I watched some other games, and it's the same crap. Teams just jacking up threes. The offense is point guard dribbles up the court, screen set by another guard or power forward. Point guard goes to the right or the left. He gets double teamed, dishes it out to the player who set a screen, who's standing at the top of the 3-point line. He launches a 3, fast break. Guard dribbles up the court, passes it to someone in the corner. 3. Point guard has the ball, dribbles it in the paint, dishes it to the corner. 3. Teams are running the same offense. Players are just living behind the 3-point line. Even bigs are living behind the 3-point line. It's the same thing. Like, these teams have the same offense. And it's even more mind-boggling when teams are down double digits, 12 points, 20 points, and they're still jacking up threes. And on some possessions, these teams look lost when they don't get the 3 ball right away after the first couple of passes, when the other team is doing a good job of playing defense. It's almost as if like they're panicking. Oh shit, hurry up, set me a screen. Damn it, set me another screen. You know, trying to find that 3 ball. Teams aren't looking for the mid-range jumper. Players aren't like constantly moving around without the ball, trying to get a good look. They're not trying to look for a good mid-range shot. And it feels like such a chore to watch these games. I don't get enjoyment out of it. These basketball games can't really hold my attention. Alright, I don't know who the players are because I have the TV on mute, and I'll have a YouTube video playing on my phone or podcast. I'll be listening to Bill Burr as I'm watching the basketball game because I'm not really getting entertained from watching the Cavaliers jack up 22 threes in the first quarter. And I'll even go on my phone thinking about a YouTube video that someone told me about at work, and I was like, oh shit, so-and-so told me about this video. Let me see if I can find it before I forget about it, right? As the game is going on, And when I put my phone down, I look at the screen, and what do I see? A point guard jacking up a three. Another guard jacking up a three. On opening night, the Celtics broke some three-point record in NBA history or franchise history. How fitting is it that on opening night, a team breaks a three-point record? Bigs don't really play like bigs from what I've seen. There was a possession against the Knicks and the Celtics. Karl Anthony Towns, who was apparently one of the best bigs in the NBA, right? He has Jason Tatum on him in the post. He backs him down like 2 times, and then I can't really remember what he did. I think he passed it out to somebody. But my point is, he has a mismatch. He doesn't bully Jason Tatum, who's smaller than he is. He doesn't bully him and back him down and then turn around and dunk the ball down his throat. No. He plays scared. He passes it. I don't know. I believe he passed it. But he doesn't punish him. He doesn't punish the little guy. He doesn't bully him. And then I watched the Timberwolves against the Spurs. Julius Randle has the ball. He's behind the three-point line. He's in the right corner. Rudy Gobert, or Gobert, whatever his name is alone in the paint with a little CP3. Rather than give the ball to your big man and let him dunk on little CP3, Julius tries to do a step-back three. It's like two easy buckets wasted. And these teams were down, by the way. So you want to make it more difficult by trying to launch a step-back three-pointer rather than give it to your big, who has a mismatch in the paint, and get the easy two. The viewership in the NBA has been the talk of the town. It's been on the decline. And I got 2 articles here. Which one should I read first? Let's see. I'll start with this one. The Daily Nebraskan. The NBA tipped off the 2024-2025 season on October 22nd, marking the beginning of its 78th season. Opening night scheduled games between teams with some of the best in season and playoff storylines last season. A new rising New York Knicks team met the defending champions, the Boston Celtics, in what should have been an exciting game between 2 contenders. However, something was off about this season's opening night. It seemed that no one watched any of the games, which was reflected in the stark decline in viewership. Ratings for ESPN's doubleheader on opening night were down 42% from the 2023 season. Adding insult to injury, on the Friday night opening week, the main ESPN network got just 830,000 viewers for Pacers-Knicks, fewer than the Louisville-Boston college football game on ESPN2. This comes off the heels of disappointing viewership during the 2023-2024 NBA Finals, where viewership was at its lowest in the past 3 years. The way the NBA is heading right now doesn't look bright, but they're the ones causing their own downfall. During the 2018-2019 season, the NBA debuted their subscription service, NBA League Pass, and sparked their demise. The NBA developed the service as a way for fans to tune in to every game, including the games that aren't nationally televised. While the League Pass makes it more accessible for some people to watch games, it actively makes it more difficult for others. NBA League Pass blacks out certain teams based on the viewers, regions not allowing their viewer to watch games live, but rather 3 days after the game is broadcast. Yeah, that pissed me off. When I was trying to watch the Hawks game after opening night, the other games were available right after they were done, but the Hawks, I couldn't watch it because I had to wait 3 days after it was broadcast. So I'm gonna fall behind if I'm not able to watch the Hawks play live, which I won't. I mean, I'm just being honest. I will not watch them live. I just can't sit down watching an NBA game anymore. But if I wasn't able to watch them live, I would fall behind because sometimes they'll play back to back, and by the time I get to the second game that they've played, they're probably on their 5th or 6th game. So I'll constantly be playing catch up if I wasn't able to sit down and watch the Hawks live consistently. Sometimes these games being blacked out are the games that viewers want to watch, but the NBA won't show them because of where viewers are located. For Nebraska resident, the closest teams, the Denver Nuggets, Oklahoma City Thunder, and Minnesota Timberwolves, can't be watched live through League Pass. For viewers to watch all 82 games of their favorite team, they would have to buy League Pass, but for people who live in the city of their team, they're unable to. The NBA probably wouldn't have implemented League Pass if they didn't already bury themselves in a financial hole they can't get out of. Currently, the NBA has a schedule of 82 games per team every season. first being implemented in 1967. The reason for 82 games hasn't even been given, but part of it is to be able to support their expensive deals. On July 24, 2024, the NBA signed an 11-year, $76 billion contract to keep broadcasting NBA games nationally. In order to make this sustainable, the league would have to require a large schedule so they can make their money back. The 82 game schedule is bloated and too long. Besides the health factors involved with players, that is an absurd amount of games to try and keep people interested in the league. There's more to this article, but I want to read this other article. NBA ratings continue to drop. Former players and fans give eye-opening reasons why. Viewership on ESPN has been down 28% through November 21st, according to Front Office Sports. Viewership on TNT has also been down 3% until the highly anticipated showdown between Cleveland and Boston took place. The league has pushed back on this notion, with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver blaming the 2024 presidential election, World Series, and other external events on the decline. He said, "I think we're just looking at a couple weeks of ratings." Silver told Front Office Sports, "There's always some unique things. We were up against the World Series, Dodgers, Yankees, two very attractive teams. They brought in a big audience. You had a presidential election which was commanding an enormous amount of attention. So I don't think it has anything whatsoever to do with the style of play on the floor. I think it does, Mr. Silver. However, even with these events, the NBA may have a slight problem on their hands. Multiple fans and former players have weighed in on the exact reason for the ratings decline." Former NBA coach George Karl gave his thoughts, saying that the league is unwatchable at this point. "Feelings on Trump aside, the election last week was a statement on change," he posted. "The league I love and helped build, the NBA needs to acknowledge the same. Fans tell me daily, the games are unwatchable. The entertainment has surpassed the sport. The NBA should listen and respond." Former star center Shaquille O'Neal also weighed in on the ratings drops.
I have a theory that it's down because we're looking at the same thing. Everybody's running the same plays. At the damn top of the key, dribble handoff. I was talking to a coach yesterday. He said they want to shoot 53s. But, they were trying to contemplate if I could play in this era. And it's like, yo, Shaq, we would just shoot 53s. And I was like, well, how much you want to make? We want to make about 10 or 15 of them. I was like, well, that's not going to help you win. But I think everybody's looking at the same thing. And Steph Curry and those guys messed it up. Like, I don't mind Golden State back in the day shooting threes, but every team's not a three-point shooter. So why everybody has the same strategy? I think viewership will continue to go down unless we switch things back up.
Yeah, it's fucking boring. The NBA is fucking boring. I think people are tired of seeing teams constantly jack up threes night in and night out. I think they're also tired of seeing star players, superstar players, air quotes, like Kawhi Leonard and Joel Embiid. Like, when was the last time Kawhi played a game? I'm constantly hearing about this dude not playing and sitting out. Joel Embiid, I'm seeing YouTube thumbnails. I haven't seen a lot of videos, but a lot of YouTube thumbnails of people talking about Joel Embiid, saying that he's late and he's the worst superstar ever. He's not showing up to practice. He's lazy. He's getting upset with people complaining about him not playing. And he's not a superstar. He's not a superstar. People are constantly talking about you being lazy and not playing and just putting you in this negative light that you're putting yourself in. Then you're not a superstar. You're just a guy who is just living life. You're just a guy who is stealing paychecks by not playing as hard as you should, by not playing at all. Paul George, there's another one. People are tired of seeing these players that they look forward to watch play, not play. Me personally, I want to see bigs play like bigs. I want to see bigs impose their will on one another in the paint. I want to see guys using post moves and displaying good footwork and hitting bank shots and, fadeaways, backing each other down and dunking on one another. I want to see good ball movement. I want to see guys moving around without the ball and work for a better shot, a mid-range shot. I want to see some defense. I want to see some nasty. Yeah, but I want to see some defense, Oh, look at Jason Tatum utilize his crossover and his fancy handles. Yeah, and look at the defender play like 2 feet off of him and let him do what he wants with the ball. Because if he pressures him and Tatum gets the slightest bit of contact, it's a foul. I'm tired of seeing plays being reviewed for like 5 minutes. It's a press conference on certain fouls. So So I'll keep the league pass for the rest of this season. I'm not gonna like let it go to waste. I'll try, keyword try, to make some basketball videos. It's tough watching these games. It really is. It can't keep my attention. I get bored. I don't give a fuck if I miss a certain play. If I have to go and take a piss, I won't pause it. I'll go take a piss and then come back and watch the game. I don't care what I miss. And then after this season, I'll cancel my league pass. I'm not gonna keep paying $100 or over $100 once a year for this bullshit. I might as well just set $100 on fire once a year. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the current NBA product. Once again, please tell me what you think, and that is it. I am out.